Okay, looks like we're live. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a wonderful day, a very inspired day. And I thank you this afternoon for taking some time to share with me while I share with you some information and insights about our beloved archangels and ascended guides. Now, I want you to know something as we get started, and that is that this is a presentation only event, not a chat. So you won't be able to ask questions or make comments during the presentation, but you can post your comments and questions on our ESP Chat fan page, which is on Facebook, and I'll answer your questions and comments through the page as well. And a couple of days, and I'll get back to you. So please be willing to do that. Also, if you'd like to take notes, and I hope you will, please do so. That way you can write down questions you have so I can answer them for you later. Also, remember that it takes me a couple of days, so don't be panicked if I don't get back to you right away. Now, as I said before, this presentation is being recorded, and it will be posted on our new ESP Chat YouTube channel in a few days. And as you can hear the dings going on as as we're going here, so hopefully that won't happen too much more. You know what? Let me turn this off. I don't think I need the speaker in order for you to hear me. Anyway, as I was saying, this recording, I will create an enhanced version of this recording, which basically will be the recorded presentation with some pictures. And I'm going to put that, it'll be available on YouTube in a few days, so you can view it at your leisure over and over again. Also, you please invite your friends to come to our channel and watch the videos. There are several that are posted there from me and the other psychics. And you can, they don't have to be a member of ESP Chat. So make sure you let them know that. It's available to everyone as a free benefit and gift from ESP Chat. So now let's get started. All right, we know that everyone has angels and ascended guides at their beck and call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we all have at least 2 guardian angels, and they are assigned to us from birth to transition. And many of us have even more. But you're not limited to just the 2 or 3 or whomever or whatever. All of the angels, and there are billions of them on the planet, all of them are available to you anytime you need them. You don't need to know their names. All you need to do is ask for their help and comforting support whenever you need them. Now, if you want to know their names, all you have to do is ask. And they will let you know what their names are. They'll let you know how they want to be called. But they'll deliver these answers in whatever ways you're open to receiving them. Now, if you are an audio sensitive, like some people are, you may hear a voice saying a name or several names. Or you may see a name over and over that seems to resonate with you, like, in an article or a book, on billboards, or hear it on the radio, whatever. This will catch your attention for some reason, and somewhere within, you know that it's the answer to your request. You may also receive an answer that you recognize as a name, maybe, through a thought, a sudden aha moment. It could be a very unusual name, or maybe you don't get any names at all. But don't worry, they're still there, and you can still call on them for help. Now, when I asked my guardian angel's name, I heard the name Nanza. Nanza. I went, what? He only said it once. And it was a male voice. It came to me while I was meditating, just kind of when I was in one of those quiet moments of meditating, and just out of the blue, I knew it was a name, and I expected to hear more or even other names, but I haven't had any more information. And even though I know that there are more angels around me, that was the only name I heard. But I still know that it doesn't mean that they haven't tried to tell me. It just means that maybe I haven't recognized them yet, okay? But that's okay with me, because they show up whenever I need them just the same. They don't have egos like we do, so the names are basically irrelevant to them. They only give us their names because we ask and feel like we need to know them. So don't get hung up on having to know your angels' names. It's more important that you acknowledge their presence and ask for their help. They're bound by a heavenly mandate that they can't help us unless we ask. They must respect our free will choices. And without our permission, they can only intervene in an emergency. Now, an emergency to them means protecting you and or saving your life if it's not your time to go. And they must respect our free will choices, even if those choices are made by us in ignorance and fear. And sometimes it puts us at risk, but unless it's a danger to our lives or it's our time to go, they can't help, okay? Now, we also have ascended guides and other divinities around us, the gods and goddesses that are the lower level, gods, not the primary creator, but other divinities. They are part of the Great White Brotherhood Council that governs the earth and this part of the universe. Now, this is a council of white light that serves Creator. They are here to assist and support everyone through our lives, and this is this is how they decide what to do and how to help, not just us as humans, but all life, even planet Earth. They're not tied to any particular religion, belief, or culture, even though we often associate them with particular groups. So don't let your belief systems or other limiting thought processes limit your ability to benefit from their presence or support. Now, during this presentation, I hope to open your mind so that you can receive the great benefits of their service and love. It's your divine right to have their service and assistance. So I invite you now to open your mind and allow yourself to embrace them. Don't worry about how often you call on them or how small or insignificant your request is, or think that they're too busy to answer or helping other people, or that you'll deprive someone else from help. Nope, that's not it. There's no such thing as they're too busy, and there's no request too small. They are here to serve and support all life on the planet and the planet as well, and they are really good at it. There are billions of angels and guides around us all the time. And most of the time, I don't think they have enough to do because, as we've gotten more sophisticated and educated, we just don't ask the way we used to. The archangels and ascended guides dwell in the spiritual dimensions, and they're able to be everywhere they are needed, whenever they are needed, pretty much everywhere at once. So take my word for it. They can handle everyone and everything without ever breaking a sweat. Now, there was a time when humanity was very aware of the presence of angels and our guides and openly contacted them on a regular basis, and some human beings on the planet still do. But as we've become more educated, more sophisticated, if you will, we've either forgotten about them or consciously exclude them. We've come to believe that being well educated and intelligent means that we don't need them, that their belief in them and asking for the help is somehow primitive or inferior in some way. But we couldn't be more wrong. We need them now more than ever. While we must always remember our direct connection to Creator, God, the universe, source, whatever you call it, and we must always remember that we call on Creator first, the angels and ascended guides are part of and come from Creator just as everything does. The angels have always been spiritual energy and have never had physical lives. On the other hand, the ascended guides are those beings who have had physical lives on earth, like Jesus, Buddha, and Krishna, for example. When their physical lives ended, they ascended. They left the body without dying. Now, in my last presentation, I spoke about the more familiar archangels like Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Zadkiel. And if you want to view that recording, it's on ESP Chat's YouTube channel. You can watch it anytime you want. This time I'm going to talk about a few more of the archangels. Chamuel, who helps us with energy of life changes. Azrael, who assists with releasing and letting go. Haniel, who helps with intuition and clarity. Metatron, which some of you have heard of, who will help you when you need to be powerful to handle challenges that require self-control, willpower, and discipline and all that. And Jeremiel, who can help you with renewal, rebuilding, moving forward, and forgiveness. And if you want to learn more about all of the guides, I suggest buying some books. There's some very good angel books on the market. They're all available on Amazon. Or you can attend some certified angel workshops or other workshops, classes, and they're held all over the world throughout the year. As always, let your intuition guide you to a source that feels authentic and that resonates with you. So now let's get started with the archangels. The first one we're going to talk about is Chamuel. Now, Chamuel I'm going to hold up this card. Many of you who do angel readings with me will recognize this card as one of the life experience cards. I'm trying to find my camera there. The life experience card is about, it's like the Tower card in the tarot. This is about changes that make you kind of pull the rug out from under you, make you spread your wings and fly. Chamuel's name means he who sees God, or he who seeks God. And he's usually on the list of the 7 core archangels, some 5 of them I mentioned earlier. And he's considered a powerful leader in the angelic hierarchy known as the powers. The powers are angels who oversee protection of the world from fearful lower energies. And they act like bouncers in a way, who turn away anyone who would attempt to overtake the world in a negative way. Now, when you find yourself at a crossroads and you don't know which way to turn, Archangel Chamuel will be there to help you if you ask. When life experiences push you out of your comfort zone and you need to take a path into the unknown, call on Chamuel. He will help you find your way. He can also help you find the right personal and career relationships and give you the courage that empowers you to spread your wings and fly. So call on him and then follow the intuitive guidance he sends you. Archangel Chamuel always speaks to you through your intuition. The next angel is Archangel Haniel, and that's like Daniel with an H, okay? And Haniel's name means glory of God or grace of God. Now, in ancient Babylon, a group of men known as the priest astronomers who worked with astrology and astronomy and moon energy and various deities for their divination and spiritual work. They also worked with one of the archangels known as Haniel, because she's associated with the planet Venus, which is love and intuition. She's the goddess-like angel of grace and feminine spirituality and helps us with things like intuition and clairvoyance, like a true high priestess. And here is one of the cards you'll see from my readings, the High Priestess card. That's one of her cards from the Angel Tarot. And also the Moon card, which also talks about emotions and energy of the intuition. Okay? She'll act as your spiritual teacher and advisor to help you in discerning which feelings and ideas to follow as a trustworthy source of guidance. You can call on her to increase your clarity in connecting with the other angels and your guides and God, okay? And also to understand the guidance they're giving you. The Archangel Haniel, this archangel will help you to stay poised and centered before and during any important event, such as a speech or performance, even a first date or a job interview. So call on Haniel to help you with those butterflies in your stomach. Next we have the Archangel Metatron, and he's all about creation and energy. And you'll see the Chariot card, which is basically the archangel driving the black and white horse that's carrying you through, challenge and in experiences that require power and force. Also, he's the energy of the dreamer or the fool, which is taking a leap of faith, starting out on a new course in your life where you don't know what's down the road, okay? Now, the name of Metatron isn't quite clear. The meaning of his name is not quite clear, since his name doesn't end with the usual EL suffix that all of the other archangels have, except for one other one. But EL generally means of God. So even though Metatron is an archangel, his name is different. And it probably is because of his uncommon beginnings. He's one of only 2 archangels who once were mortal men who actually walked on the earth. The other one is his quote-unquote archangel twin by the name of Sandalphon, and Sandalphon was known as the prophet Elijah when he was on earth. Now, Metatron is the youngest of the archangels, since his creation occurred long after the others. During his earthly life, he was known as the prophet and scribe Enoch. And I know most of us have heard of Enoch. Now, he's said to have walked with God, and that's according to the book of Genesis. But when he, rose and ascended, he became, because of his special talents and gifts, he became one of the archangels. Metatron was given the book of heavenly secrets, and it allows him to work miracles on behalf of humankind. He's responsible for the book of life and helps to maintain the Akashic records, which are the records of our lives, our human lives. So ask Metatron to help you increase your motivation and energy levels so when you're faced with something really hard, you can push through it. He'll help you be persistent and overcome obstacles so you can accomplish your goals, dreams, and priorities. He can also use his sacred geometry, shapes, and tools to do things like fold time and space to help you manifest and accomplish your goals faster. Now, you don't have to understand what that means. Just know that he can work miracles on your behalf. Call on him when you need that extra added push to move forward or to overcome difficult situations or challenges. The next archangel is Archangel Azrael. That's Azrael, and it means whom God helps. His primary, now he's associated with releasing or the death card in the regular tarot. His primary role is to help people cross over to heaven at the time of physical death. He comforts people prior to their physical passing and makes sure that they don't suffer during the transition. And he also helps them assimilate when they reach the other side. He'll help you too when you're trying to heal your emotions and you need to let go of a loved one or a situation that's broken your heart. He helps us to release grief, loss, and emotional suffering so we can heal. We can move out of the past and into the future and create a new life of joy. So call on Azrael to help you move forward fearlessly, courageously, and to let go of the past. The last archangel we're going to talk about is Jeremiel, and he comes up a lot with the renewal card or the judgment card. And I think it's because so many of us are stuck on stuff or, having to rebuild and recreate. His name means mercy of God. Now, in the ancient Judaic texts, Jeremiel is listed as one of the 7 core archangels, as I mentioned earlier, one of the powers. When you need to take an inventory of your life so you can make positive adjustments, call on Jeremiel. He will help you fearlessly assess where you are, and learn from prior experiences so that you're even stronger and more centered in love in the future. He's the one to call on when you need to figure things out and get unstuck, as I said before. He'll help you take stock of where you've been, where you are now, and how to make appropriate changes so you can move forward. If you need to start over, have a second chance, or recharge your spirit and refire your belief in yourself, ask Archangel Jeremiel to help you. Now, spend some time alone with a pen and paper and then call on Jeremiel to help you review what needs to be transformed, healed, forgiven, or released, and he'll help you get back on track. And the reason why you want the pen and paper is because these thoughts will come to you through your intuition, and you might want to write them down so you don't forget them, okay? Now, let's talk about some of the ascended guides. The ascended guides are spiritual beings that are here to help us as well. And like the angels, they also serve humanity and all life here on earth. But unlike most of the angels, except for Sandalphon and Metatron, who I mentioned earlier, they've all had physical lives too. So they have a personal understanding of what it means to live here, which also means they can assist us from a more human perspective. Just as we humans have different talents and specialties, so do the ascended guides. They're here whether you acknowledge them or not. Now, they don't have egos like we do, and they know the truth of their purpose, which is to serve and to be the expression of divine love here on earth. So they're not offended if you don't believe in them or dismiss them. They understand it's just us being human, and they'll help you anyway. So whether you know who they are or not, or what they do or not, you can just simply say, hey, whomever can help me with this, whatever your need is, please help me. It can be to find something, to remove an obstacle, to deal with a complicated situation, to overcome a challenge, to detach from the drama of chaos that may surround you, to heal, whatever it is. All you have to do is ask and they will answer. And you can ask for their help in addition to the angels because they work well together and they do different things together. Jesus is one of the ascended guides. Like I mentioned, Jesus, Buddha, and Krishna, and they all work together because they don't have all of this ego stuff that keeps people divided and separated. They work together to do what's best for humankind, for all life on earth and for Mother Earth herself. So let's get started with the goddess of Athena. I chose the goddess of Athena because she's the one who helps you to detach from the drama. And everybody's got drama, your own or someone else's. She's the Grecian goddess of wisdom and compassion who became the patroness of Athens, Greece, when she competed with the ocean god Poseidon and won. How is that for female power? She's a war goddess, and she uses wisdom instead of weapons to win conflicts, just like, I try to teach you guys to do. Work it out. Don't fight. Call upon Pallas Athena for help with any conflict or situation where wisdom, intelligence, and compassion are required to bring about a positive outcome. She can also help you bring acceptance and have inner peace when you're surrounded by drama and conflicts from the people around you, and you need to step back, let go of the need to fix, control, or make something happen, okay? Now, since so many of you are also looking for soulmates or twin flames, and we get a lot of questions about love relationships, I thought I'd include some information about Ascended Guide Aengus. Now, Aengus helps you with finding your soulmate or twin flame and bringing those relationships together. He's a Celtic god, which means he comes from the northern European part of the planet. That's where he had his physical life. He helps soulmates and twin flames meet and enjoy harmonious relationships. Now, twin flame is an even closer and more eternal version of a soulmate relationship, and Aengus helps lovers resolve arguments with his magical harp music and healing energies that are very loving and soothing. Now, one thing to note about twin flame and soulmate relationships is they don't always work out. Despite our belief that if I find my soulmate, I'll be in love forever, very often they don't work out. The reason is sometimes the intensity of these highly charged emotional relationships simply flame out, kind of like a moth to a flame. If you get too close and aren't ready to work through the differences and challenges, the emotionally charged environment can make the relationship disintegrate. That's why very often they don't work. This is where Aengus can help you. He'll help you grow and evolve into the person you need to be so you can attract that special loved one into your life and manage the intensity that may result. So ask him to help you recognize what you need to do and to give you the courage and power to make those changes in your life. He can also help to guide that special one your way, making it easier for you to find each other. But remember, both partners need to be on the same path and at the same place in their personal growth and development so that you are able and ready for this special relationship so it will thrive. So call upon Aengus to help you meet your soulmate or twin flame and to resolve the quarrels in those relationships and help you guys grow together so that you can stay together, or to grow. Even if you flame out and bounce off of each other, you can still come back together later when you're ready. Also be aware that twin flame relationships aren't always romantic. Sometimes they're platonic. It can be like, sisters or brothers who are born together and who love each other. Twins are very often the twin flame platonic relationship. Also, best girlfriends, best friends that meet and are BFFs forever, like Oprah and Gail. They're one of the most well-known twin flame relationships. Their love, and for each other is a lifelong commitment. It's not romantic, but anyway, Aengus can help you with any of those situations. Now, next we're going to talk about Ascended Guide Moses. He says, take charge of the situation. So call on him when you need to take control and make things happen. Become your own authority figure. Don't just sit around waiting for someone else to do what you need to do for yourself or to make things right or to rescue you. The prophet Moses displayed courage and leadership throughout his lifetime. His clear decrees about his intentions led to miracles like the parting of the Red Sea, bringing the slaves out of bondage in Egypt. He brought forth water from boulders and was able to manifest manna from heaven to feed them when they were wandering in the wilderness. He's a powerful, beloved, and inspiring leader who can lend you courage in any situation and also help you discover and fulfill your life's purpose. So call on him when you need courage, determination, and power to overcome obstacles and make your dreams come true or work out a difficult life situation. Okay? Next, I'm talking about Saint Francis of Assisi, who says, follow your heart. Now, he was the son of a wealthy Italian merchant, but he renounced his inheritance to follow an ascetic spiritual path. As he volunteered in hospitals and ministered to the sick, he gained followers who eventually became the Franciscan monks. We've all heard of them. In fact, I think our current Pope is one of the Franciscans, and he took the name Francis when he became Pope. And you see, he follows that model. Many legends speak of St. Francis's ability to communicate with animals, and today he's known as the patron saint of the animals and the environment. So call on St. Francis for help with situations where your family and friends don't understand you, your choices, or your spiritual path. He'll give you the courage to follow your heart anyway and pursue your dreams. And he'll also help to smooth the way to understanding and acceptance by your loved ones. He can also help with issues regarding your pets, the animals, and the planet. Now, the last ascended guide we'll be speaking about today is King Solomon. He says, set your priorities and commit to them. King Solomon ruled Israel following the death of his father, King David. He was a wise and open-minded man who understood the power of the goddess, thanks to the influences of his many wives, and thank God he did, because we all know the famous story of how he made the wise decision to resolve a conflict between two women who were fighting over a child. Now, Solomon used his spiritual alchemy talents and gifts to work miracles, and he was known for doing and dabbling in the magic of the spiritual realm and doing things that were quite unbelievable and miraculous. He used this gift of alchemy to build the temple of the Ark of the Covenant, which was based on the architectural plans that his father had received from the heavenly visions. And King David was a visionary. Call on King Solomon to help you resolve dilemmas, conflicts, and arguments. He can also help you with prioritizing projects and goals and help you to be committed to your success in achieving them. He can also help with the challenges of building projects and real estate projects and transactions. So when you're kind of stuck or getting anxious about something that has to do with property or construction, remodeling, or buying and selling homes, you can ask him to give you guidance and direction. He can also assist with fostering tolerance among various religious sects and spiritual paths, which is very well needed right now. Well, this concludes our presentation of the angels and ascended guides for today. I bring their messages of love and light to you to inspire, guide, and comfort you as you walk along your spiritual journey of life, love, and discovery. And in closing, I'd like to leave you with a special angel message that they gave me. It's for the new year 2014. And here's what they want you to know. They're encouraging you to stay positive. Everything you're thinking about right now is coming true, so be sure that you're only thinking about what you desire. Give any fears to Creator and the angels. You are working closely with one or more ascended masters such as Jesus, Moses, the saints, or the goddesses. This is a message from your ascended guides who can see the answers to your prayers and that they are within reach. They encourage you to stay positive to ensure that you attract the best possible outcome. Your connection with the Creator is strong and clear, and you are asked to fill your heart and mind with faith. Ask heaven, the angels, and guides for help in doing this if you need help. Your faith is being rewarded, and it's being rewarded right now. So lean upon the angels to help you maintain a positive outlook, and this will keep your own demeanor optimistic and bright. Help to keep your energy lifted. That's their message to you. Now, the Chinese New Year is January 31st, and this year is the year of the horse. It's about passion and power and manifesting your deepest dreams and desires. So remember, I tell you, whatever you think about and give your intention to is what you're going to bring into form. Your emotional vibrations are the way you communicate with the universe, and they can't help but answer with its emotional equivalent. So if you're feeling positive and upbeat and energetic and anticipating the best, you will bring that to you. If you're worrying, feeling fearful and insecure, you will bring that too, regardless as to what you think you want. It's your emotions that will communicate your real desire. It will bring to you whatever you're feeling the strongest about. So, as the angels said in their message, stay positive and joyful as you possibly can to attract the highest and best possible results to you. Now, I hope you find these insights useful and that you'll be inspired to allow our angels and guides to become more actively involved in your life. They're here to help, to comfort and encourage you to grow and be the best possible person that you can be. And they are here to be the representation of divine light and love here on earth. So I thank you for spending this special time with me. And remember, you are blessed and highly favored. You wear the crown of advantage from Creator. And all you have to do is remember that and ask for the guides and angels to help you as you go through your life's journey of experiencing and love. I thank you for your time. Namaste. This is Sophia signing out. Always yours in light and love.